This is you. This is all of us getting wet. Look, do you see this right here? This is you. And you're like, what do you mean that's me? Well, this represents all of your trauma, all of your hurts, all of your pains, all of your stressors right here. Look at this. See? Right? I mean, and it's flowing. And let's say, and this is what I use to cause the trauma, but let's say it's various levels of trauma for you. If you keep focusing on the reason, the people, the situation, the victimization of it, and I lived that for a while. Woe is me. Why did this happen to me? Oh my God, I can't believe they did this. Okay, then guess what's going to happen? There's no solution in this piece of it. None whatsoever. So then what happens is you keep letting it go and you keep letting it go. And now you're into comparison and now you're into victimization and now you're into the woe is me. And look what's happening. Is it healing it? Is it changing it? Is it undoing it? It is not. So what you do is, it's not that this didn't exist. It's not that you're pretending that the trauma wasn't real. The trauma, of course, was real. But you focusing on that does not prevent it, change it, or fix it. However, when you start, and it might not look pretty to you, this is actually duct tape, okay? And look, I mean, duct tape, I don't know what you know about duct tape, but duct tape, I feel like you could survive the world with duct tape. Like, that's going to be here forever. But it might not look pretty, but it's super durable. So before, you see how, you have the plastic here, but duct tape is really durable. So to you, as you're healing and you have the scars, right? You might not think it's pretty, but I think it's beautiful because look at this. Like, look how solid it is. Look how durable it is, right? But you did this. This is you accepting things as they are, not as you wanted them to be. I wish that things would have been different. They weren't. They weren't. That may seem cold, callous, what you can call it anything you want, but it's a fact. The parents you wanted might not ever be those parents. The relationship that you might have wanted may never be that in the first place, or second place, or third place, or ninth place. May never be there. I wish I could have done things different. I wish I was different. Never going to happen. So that's the radical acceptance piece of it. That's when you start saying, I have to be the person to show up for me. And guess what? Every now and again, this one was coming off a little bit. See this? Every now and again, it starts to come out, this is a constant need of making sure that you have your daily practices, making sure you're doing your meditations, making sure you're doing your journaling, making sure you're showing up for yourself. Because if not, this is going to start coming out and then we're going to start leaking again, right? It's a daily practice. And that means something else might pop up here because you healed this. And so this was like, whoa, I didn't know this happened. And then this starts popping up. That's okay. You have more of duct tape. You have more ways. This is you. You get to hold that. And yeah, sometimes some of that healing is going to feel like, man, do I have to keep doing that? Yep. Do I have to do it again? Mm-hmm. Yep. You have to relive it. You have to uncover it. You have to expose yourself and you have to do it. Because if not, look what's going to happen. I mean, look. Now, of course, where all of that is, I mean, it's still there, right? But now if I lean it over, you can see where it is, but it's kind of here. This is you. This is your energy. This is your motivation. This is your desire. Now, you might want to look like this, but you're here because you're like, well, it's a lot of work. I don't want to hear that it's hard. Seriously, do not tell me it's hard. Life is hard. And you choose which hard you want. Do you want a hard that's going to keep you in the woe is me? Or do you want a hard that is going to be productive? And see, that's only a question in which you can answer. Because the more that you focus on the hurt, the more that you focus on the why, the more that you focus on the need to know why, the more you focus on wanting it to be different, all of that is a waste of energy. Every ounce of that is a waste of energy. I don't care how you wanted it to be. I don't care what you wanted it to look like. It isn't that way. All right. So the more that you keep saying, oh, I just wish my mom, look, now we're really on empty. Look at this. I just wish my mom was different. I just wish, like, I don't understand. Like, I keep trying to make it work and it's not working. If I tell you this is paper towels and you keep wanting this to be toilet paper, I mean, in theory, it could be toilet paper, but you know what I'm saying? Like, say you want this to be a cup, it's not going to be a cup. So if every time you try to make a cup out of this and it keeps leaking everywhere and you keep going, I don't understand, it keeps leaking. Because you know the beast that you're dealing with, so to speak. That's what they call it, the beast, the monster, right? But my point to you is the more that you keep focusing on the, oh my gosh, this happened and all that stuff, valid. I'm not saying it's not valid. I respect it. I say, yes, it was. But stop waiting for everybody else to heal you. It is no one else's job. Even the people who did this, they can't heal you. That's not real. But it is your job to do. Right here. Okay? So I'm giving you that power because that's how you take your power back.